Instruction 1, what it's telling us to do is take frame 16, which we've got here, and we've got to attach this to the outer edge of the other frame. And that's that panel on. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. Give us a big like, would really appreciate that. Today, I'm building the Millennium Falcon from D'Agostini. Hope you enjoy, guys. Sit back, relax. Let's crack on with the Millennium Falcon build. So we'll start off by looking through this week's mag, issue 15 of Build Millennium Falcon from D'Agostini. You've got the usual content, guys. Build the Falcon. This week we're doing the lower hull, adding more frames to complete the quarter of the main disc and see how the outer panels plating is arranged. So we're like doing a test run today, guys, of attaching the panels, which will be pretty cool. And this thing, guys, is getting massive, really big. You've got the usual good content in these mags, all about the movies, pretty cool. And there she is, the Millennium Falcon. Love it. Right, straight to what we're doing then today. These are the parts we've got. We've got more framework, outer ribs and inner ribs. So we're going to be attaching these three pieces to this, what we've already done so far in this build, guys. If you ain't watched the build so far and you ain't seen me build these parts, please look back in the playlist. Feel free to look back in the playlist and you'll be able to catch up with what you've missed. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing, guys. There's about eight instructions for putting these frame pieces on, and then what we're going to do is do a plating checklist, as you call it, or whatever. We're going to be putting the plates onto the framework, and that is how it should look. But if you want to see that, guys, please stick around to the end of the video and actually see how big this thing's getting. But yeah, coming in next week's issue, guys, we've got corridor and lower hull parts. So again, we've got more panels, more frames, and we've got the corridor lower hull parts. That's coming in issue 16 next week. Again, guys, subscribe now, bell notification not to miss out on any videos I put up with this build. But without further ado, let me get back to the first instruction. Let's crack on with this build. Right, so what we're going to do is, if I bring the framework, what we've already done, I think the best way to do it is place that to one side. And what we've got in this week's issue, guys, are these three pieces, these frames. And first of all, instruction 1, what it's telling us to do is take frame 16, which we've got here, and we've got to attach this to the outer edge of the other frame using one of the gold screws to attach, like so. So yeah, we'll get my pill box here, and we connect these together, guys, with a black screw. So if we just attach that, line that up on to the screwdriver like so. Just line that up there with the connectors what have already been connected in the last issue, and screw that in. So that's that one done. I'm just going to do it loose fit first, guys. Let's just see if it does say do a loose fit attach it. No, just it's saying insert 2 screws into the 4th hole flange in the rib. So that's pretty straightforward. So yeah, we'll do those nice and tight, as it's not saying do loose this time. I hope hope you enjoy this build, guys. If you do and you want more, you know what to do. Smash that sub button, give us a big like, press that bell notification so you don't miss out on any building of this cool model. So that's frame 16 fitted. Now we've got to take frame 15. I think there's a printing error here, guys. This has got to take frame 15, 16 and 15. Now, if you look over the page here, I'm not sure if you can follow along with this, if you have the same problem, whether this was a printing error on my instructions. But here you can see 16, 17, 18. And here it's saying 14, 15, 16. But the parts I've got are 16, 17 and 18. And as you can see by that, that is identical to that frame. So we have got the right one, guys. So I think that's just a bit of a printing error on D'Agostini's part. So yeah, we'll just keep on going. I think we've got the right parts. This frame does look identical to the one in the diagram, and it does fit. So yeah, I'm just going to go with it. You've got to attach 2 black screws into this 4-hole flange on the rib. And that is done then. Nice and tight. Yeah, that's nice and tight. That's how that looks. Look at that, guys. This is getting massive. This isn't even halfway there yet. And it's massive. I ain't got a clue how I'm going to build this when it's near enough fully circumference, if that makes sense. I ain't got a clue. Right, so that takes us up to instruction 6 now. We've got to attach. See, this is 18, frame 18, but here it's saying it's frame 14. It fits, it's the same identical piece, so I'm just going to go with it. If the frame was different, then I would have started questioning, have I got the right frames, have I been sent the right frames, but no, they fit. So I just think it's printing error, guys. I won't worry about it. I know you're not anyway, but sometimes it happens. That's that one done. See how that looks so far. I'm now having to move it around the camera so I can fit it, and that just about fits on the screen for now. Mad. Right, what we've got to do now then, just move this pillbox out of the way a sec, which is handy to have, guys, to put your screws in. You don't lose any screws. 7 and 8, it's saying align the rib you just assembled with the edge of the assembly. Right, so I've not assembled them as yet, but what we want to do, guys, is turn this rib this way around. What you want is the end bit pointing down, and then what we're going to do is connect it like that. So what we're going to do is get the connector out, and then what happens here, guys, this just attaches onto the metal rib like so, and then we put 4 gold screws to join those together. Now if you turn those over, just have a quick look, you can see there's a bit of a thread. Now the way you do it is, if I get a gold screw, hang on, I'll show you. Put that like that. Screw that in there, and that will obviously tighten. But you want the thread on the inside, if I remember right. So you put that in there like that. Then it will feed through the hole to get to the other side where the thread is, and that's obviously going to tighten up. So if I just place that there like that. And once you get through to the other side, it's going to bite, and then that's nice and tight. And just double check, guys, when you're looking at the ribs, if you've got the right way, basically. You can see the little 2 on there, and there's a 4-hole flange, then you've got the connector, and then you've got another 4-hole flange like that. And if that looks right on the diagram, happy days, you're winning. So if I put this gold screw on the end of my screwdriver and connect this one, it's nice and tight. That's how we're looking so far. And then this one goes into there, into the connector. Now we need another 2 gold screws, and then this rib is done, and we've got to connect it to the framework. Start that one off there and get another one. Yeah, I can't wait till the day this is built, you know. I'm thinking about putting it above the desk, so when I do the intros it's going to be either the side of me or above me. I think that'll look pretty cool. Or I might get a bracket and put it flying off the wall. I'm not sure yet. It's a long way off yet, guys. But yeah, that's that done. That's how that looks. Now instruction 8, guys, is what it's saying do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. All these have got to be attached to the framework we've just put together. So basically what you're going to be doing is if we line that like that on top, what I'm thinking, and that will be all attached to the framework we've just put in. Now with these we use black screws again. So yeah, we'll get one of those, line it up. Now I think the best way to do this, guys, is just lightly put the screws in, and once you've got them all lined up, then tighten them up. I think that's the best way of doing this. So one in. Line this one. That's that one in to frame 17. So we've got the 2 screws into frame 17 so far. Same again. Now this is in the bottom of frame 18, 16, 16, 17, 18. It's not very hard, that is it, guys? Sorry about that. Now we'll screw another one into the top of frame 18. So we've just got one more to put in the top, and then what I'll do is I'll tighten those up, and then we'll have a little test of the panels on this framework we've done this week, and we're going to be starting to see then how big this thing's going to be, guys. It's massive. So yeah, that top one's nice and tight. Have a screwdriver with a bit better teeth on it. There we go. It's nice and tight. Tight, and the last one, yeah, all nice and tight, guys. Yeah, happy with that. And that's how that looks. So that's the framework we've done today, and that's the rib we've put on the end of it. Pretty big, massive. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to be zooming out soon to get it all on shot. Now what I'm gonna do, guys, is fit all the plating we fit a couple of weeks ago onto this new framework now. Bear with me if it goes off shot a minute, because these have to be twisted on without breaking any of the plastic pieces. Do not want to do that. But yeah, one more smash the Titanic in. I do not like keep putting these on and off, to be fair, because they're going to damage, and then I'm worried that I ain't going to be able to use them. So that's that part in. And what I've done, guys, I've put these in order as I've took them off, because I would not have remembered where to put them without looking back at these shoes, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, we'll twist this over. Some going better than others. This is going to look cool in a minute, so stick with me, guys, to the end of this video, so you can have a look how this looks all when put together. So yeah, that's how it's looking so far. Wicked. That's that panel on. Obviously they're not connected, guys, they're just resting, so they're going to keep dropping off, but that's how that looks so far. And then the next piece. And obviously, guys, these panels I'm putting on is all 1 to 5 instructions. It's just telling you what panel to put on what part, that's all. Well, it's trickier than it looks because they're not attached and they do keep dropping off. Obviously that won't happen when it's properly built because they're going to be screwed and attached to the framework. But this is just getting the gist of how it's going to look when they're all connected. So this one's got to go in there. I think you get the gist how it's going to look. And these are all numbered, guys, at the back, which I've said before. So this is panel 8. And it tells you instructions what panel to put on, what number, where to put on the frame. So that's panel 8 on there. There we go. And this one is panel 7. This is like the centerpiece of the Millennium. Look at that, guys, look at that. Wow. And then now we're putting some framework at the top. So let me just double check what we're doing here. It's got instruction 4, panel 6, which is that one, panel 6. And if you look at the diagram, that's the way it wants to be attached to the framework. So you just push the plastic, these parts into the holes of the framework. Being careful not to snap anything, guys, because you don't want to be doing that, and that's what I'm worried about. I'm just going to leave that like that for now. And then after that we want panel 4, which is this part here. And as you can see on the diagram there, guys, that's the way it looks. And it wants us to put that there. Oh, look at that. I'm going to let me pull that around. And that is how that looks, guys. And that is it for this week's issue. If you do like this build, guys, and you want to follow me, give us a sub, like, comment, share, and bell notification not to miss out. That's not going to go on properly because I ain't got the rest of the frame, but that's how it looks, guys. You get the gist. Brilliant. That is it for this week's, guys, issue of Millennium Falcon from D'Agostini, stage 15. See you in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Peace. That is it for this week's build of the Millennium Falcon. Hope you enjoyed, guys. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe, give us a big like, comment and share, and also press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future builds to do with the Millennium Falcon or anything on the channel. Do appreciate your support, guys. This week, issue 15, it was about putting more framework on, and we did a test run, a dry fit run, should I say, of the panels of the Millennium Falcon onto the framework. I do hope you enjoyed, guys, but for now, that's it for the Millennium Falcon this week. Come back next week. I'd love to see you. See ya. Peace.